a crucial Commonwealth day for the monarchy after Harry and Meghan used their vile Netflix reality series to try and tear down the late Queen's most treasured institution. Here's a reminder.
Tom Bower is not the kind of man who throws words into the air just for drama. Oh no, this veteran journalist has built his empire on one thing: digging up the dirt others are too afraid to touch. And now he's done it again, dropping a bomb so outrageous, so jaw-dropping, it has the entire royal machine quaking. Forget the whispers of secrecy we've all heard before. Bower didn't just tiptoe around the rumors, he bulldozed right into them, questioning the real parentage of Archie and little Lilibet. Yes, you heard that right. And Prince Harry? Oh, he's gone absolutely nuclear. Reports claim he's fuming, screaming, warning Bower and anyone else to back off and stop spreading what he's calling dangerous lies. But here's the thing, Harry's volcanic rage only raises eyebrows higher. Because if it's all just nonsense, why the meltdown? Why the furious threats? Why the unhinged rage? That's the question everyone's asking. Bower's words sliced right through the fairy tale Sussex narrative like a hot knife through butter. He wasn't vague, he wasn't careful. He pointed directly at the cracks, the inconsistencies that have been festering for years.
People and communities all around the world. And through that, I thought I knew. I thought I had an awareness to...
He zeroed in on Meghan's pregnancies. Why were they wrapped in so much secrecy? Why didn't she follow the centuries-old royal tradition of stepping out on the hospital steps with the newborn? Why the cloak and dagger mystery surrounding something so joyous? His message to the world was crystal clear. There's a story here and it stinks. For years, speculation about surrogacy has refused to die down. Meghan's infamous shifting baby bump, her unusual refusal to follow protocol, the lack of transparency, it all piled up into a mountain of suspicion. And now, Tom Bower has given these whispers new life, fresh credibility, and the weight of his reputation. He reignited the debate with a vengeance. Harry, insiders say, has been spiraling. His response? Nothing short of unhinged. Behind closed doors, he's reportedly warned Bower personally, back off or else. That kind of desperation doesn't exactly scream confidence.
The Sussexes have ensured their kids are known as Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet because it is their birthright. Well, Meghan's biographer Tom Bower joins me now to give his...
But here's the kicker. Harry's fury doesn't come across as strength anymore. It looks like fear. Every angry outburst convinces the public that Bower struck a nerve, maybe even the truth. Meghan, meanwhile, is slipping into her most familiar weapon, the lawyers. Reports suggest her team has already fired off cease and desist letters, threatening lawsuits against anyone daring to repeat Bower's explosive claims. But let's be real, this strategy has blown up in her face before. Instead of killing the gossip, the legal threats only supercharge it. And this time, it looks even worse. Because critics are saying, if you're trying this hard to shut everyone up, what are you hiding?
Sis. Tom, it's interesting, isn't it? Because this Commonwealth Day actually was important because of all of the damage that Netflix series did literally a few weeks ago.
And then there's the palace. Oh, their silence might just be the loudest sound of all. When William's kids were born, the world was treated to every smile, every photo, every proud step out of the hospital. But with Archie and Lilibet, nothing. No iconic photo on the steps, no beaming Charles or William in sight, just silence. And that silence has people whispering, maybe even the royals themselves know something doesn't add up. So here we are, Tom Bower's questions hanging heavy in the air, Harry exploding with rage, Meghan panicking behind her legal walls, and the palace refusing to come to their rescue. The result? Suspicion isn't fading, it's multiplying.
We want our Californian kids to be prince and princess. It's beyond a joke. It's beyond a joke now.
Well, it's king and queen of hypocrisy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they are the arch hypocrites. And what's so awful about the Commonwealth thing is...
The world is now demanding answers. Not soft statements, not PR spins. Real answers. Who are Archie and Lilibet's true parents? Is the royal bloodline intact, or has the Sussex brand been built on a lie? The whispers have snowballed into demands. DNA testing. Only DNA can settle this. Only DNA can shut the critics up. But will Harry and Meghan agree? Or will their refusal look like the ultimate admission?
The 54 nations were part of it. And they have demeaned it by saying that it's all Empire Stroke 2 and the Netflix thing. But of course, the greatest damage which the Sussexes have done to the Commonwealth is their accusation.
The logic tearing through the public right now is brutal in its simplicity. If Harry and Meghan have nothing to hide, why not just prove it? One quick DNA test and the rumors die instantly. But their refusal? Oh, that's what has tongues wagging. People are convinced their silence is more damning than anything Tom Bower could ever write. Insiders describe Harry as unraveling before their very eyes. Once he was the proud, bold son of Diana, a man of service, honor, and heart. Now, he's painted as paranoid, unstable, and obsessed with silencing critics. His reputation has flipped from war hero to lawsuit junkie. His image, once defined by compassion and charity, is now all about rage, humiliation, and courtroom threats. Every angry swing at Bower only makes him look more like a man with something to hide.
He then pedalled back on Harry because he knew it was untrue. It was one of Meghan's many lies. And that is really what's so awful. And that's why Charles tried very hard yesterday to assert the importance of the Commonwealth. He's quite right.
And Meghan, she's done what no one expected, retreated into icy silence. Beyond those lawyer letters, she's refused to confront the storm head-on. For a woman who once couldn't resist controlling the narrative, her sudden quiet feels like confirmation. To critics, it screams that Bower's words hit too close to home. The palace isn't budging either. Remember how they rallied behind William and Catherine when George, Charlotte, and Louis were born? The hospital steps, the visible royal pride, the warm embraces, it was textbook monarchy PR. But when it comes to Archie and Lilibet, coldness, distance, no public embrace, no defense, the royal silence is deafening, and to many it feels intentional, like they're keeping space in case these legitimacy questions explode into something undeniable.
Well, the problem is it's had none of the pickup as the Netflix series did. What did you make of the Prince and Princess thing? Because it felt very telling to me that the royal family...
And that's the most heartbreaking twist in this saga. It's not just Harry and Meghan's reputations at risk. It's Archie and Lilibet. These children, innocent, blameless, are already growing up in the shadow of a scandal they never asked for. Instead of being celebrated as modern royals, they're at risk of being defined as symbols of secrecy and suspicion. Every whispered rumor chips away at their place in royal history, and if these doubts linger, their legacy could be tainted forever. This isn't just about gossip anymore. It's about lineage, legitimacy, and the monarchy's very foundation. The Sussexes' refusal to confront the truth, their desperate lashing out at critics, and their reliance on legal threats. All of it paints a picture of guilt. Unless Harry and Meghan take the drastic step of transparency, this cloud will never lift. Instead of fighting the rumors, they're feeding them. Instead of protecting their children's futures, they're risking that Archie and Lilibet will be remembered not for who they are, but for the scandal that surrounded their births. And Tom Bower? He's not backing down. If anything, Harry's volcanic outbursts and Meghan's silence are making his claims look stronger. Every furious reaction, every unanswered question, every palace silence, it all piles up like evidence in the court of public opinion. Because here's the cold reality. History is ruthless. And unless Harry and Meghan step forward with full transparency, this scandal won't just define them, it will stain their children's legacy too. Tom Bower has dropped a bombshell unlike anything before. He's saying what others only dared to whisper. Archie and Lilibet's true parentage is cloaked in secrecy. Instead of calming the storm, Harry's furious warnings and Meghan's frantic legal maneuvers have thrown gasoline on the fire. The palace sits in silence. The questions only grow louder. And now the world is screaming one demand: answers. Real, undeniable answers. So what happens next? The debate is raging everywhere, from royal watchers to casual gossipers. Should Harry and Meghan finally submit to DNA testing, prove once and for all that their children are legitimate heirs of the House of Windsor? Or is their continued refusal the ultimate red flag? The confirmation that the rumors have been true all along? And let's not forget the monarchy. Can King Charles and Prince William really continue pretending none of this exists? The pressure is mounting. Critics are saying the palace must act, not just for optics, but for the integrity of the line of succession. Because if legitimacy is in doubt, the entire monarchy's credibility could collapse like a house of cards. Make no mistake, this isn't just petty gossip anymore. This is about history, about the monarchy's future, about whether Archie and Lilibet will be recognized as true royals or forever doubted as scandal's children. And here's the harsh truth. The public isn't whispering anymore. They're demanding. They want DNA tests. They want clarity. They want transparency. And the longer Harry and Meghan refuse, the more people assume the worst. Think about the stakes. If this continues unresolved, Archie and Lilibet could grow up facing challenges to their titles, their succession rights, even their very place in royal history. The shadow of suspicion will haunt them for decades. Harry's rage, Meghan's icy silence, and the palace's refusal to step in, together, it's a recipe for disaster. The truth is simple. Unless the Sussexes confront this head-on, the scandal will only grow. It won't vanish. It won't fade with time. It will follow them, stalking their every move until the exposure comes. And when it does, it won't be on their terms, but on history's. And that's the most devastating outcome of all. Because at the end of the day, gossip may ignite the fire, but it's their secrecy that keeps it burning.